Your typical outcome when an abominable intelligence is unleashed against something in 40k, something used by the Imperium, is they're wiped out, they're easily dominated. But there are some devices that are interesting, some that go between the AI banned by the Imperium and the machine spirit they use. Advanced enough to be deadly when used with its cold calculations, but not enough within its mind to be alive, more animalistic. We'll go through an example from the heresy, brought into semi-life by the cult of Selenar. It seeks vengeance of a type after being made to kill a thunderhawks machine spirit by an iron hand. Then we'll look at a similar bit of tech used by the mechanicus during the heresy. So, welcome back to the channel, friends, and let's begin. From the story Son of Selenar by Graham McNeill. The predatory machine spirit is housed in a construct dubbed the demeral splicer. It's bidirectionally been commanded to target and take out the enemy that it's unleashed. The idea behind it is to take over enemy aircraft. This one was made to annoy the Sons of Horus. In brief, it was damaged and used later by an Iron Father to stop a Son of Horus Thunderhawk from continuing pursuit. Thematica barely heard Wayland. He'd seen Sharakin fall to the deck of the gunship, but had been powerless to help. His body was locked rigid in a grav seat, connected via a score of jacks to the interior of the splicer. Its alien interior was awash with violet light, and the machine spirits within were not the feral things at the heart of most imperial machinery. They were systems of cold, calculating malevolence. He linked with it in the hopes of bolstering the machine spin of the Storm Eagle, but the spirit the gunship's soul had rallied at Wayland's imprecations. It had not needed the touch of this pitiless machine of Luna, but now its unique powers of machine-to-machine communication were in desperate need. Thematica could see in realms beyond his normal sight, as he was standing within a hyper-detailed noospheric volume. Thematica saw drifting screeds of light all around him, sig-idents and data bleed from 1,000,000 selenar machines all across and beneath Luna. He could see them all as bright traceries, moving in an exquisite ballet. "We never knew," he breathed, "how different you are." He was not welcome within this space, a purveyor of Martian teachings, a destroyer and enslaver of machines. He felt the tech of Luna grating at his consciousness, looking to eject him from its network as flesh seeks to expel a foreign body. No more like white blood cells looking to overwhelm and destroy an infection. The only reason he could access this space was because the splicer had been damaged. Talab Vita 37's staff had broken its ability to defend itself, and that had given Thematica his way in. The canticles of devotion, perfected by the Iron Fathers of Medusa, had it yoked for now, but like a wild grox, it sought to buck him and trample his bones. It hated him, and he knew it would turn on him the first chance it got. He felt the gunship scream, and angled spears of light blinked into being. A strafing fire punched through the hull. Thematica felt the gunship start to pull apart, as Wayland threw it into ever more desperate manoeuvres to keep them in the air and out of the line of fire. It couldn't work. The patched-up Storm Eagle was no match for a fully functional Thunderhawk. Only a matter of seconds remained to them. Thematica drove deep into the mindscape of the splicer, casting his net wide across the local area. It took him barely a fraction of a second to find the bellicose spirit of the Thunderhawk, an interloper just like them. In the noospheric volume, it was an angry red dart, a bloody knife aimed at their heart. "You see it," he said. His words echoed within their shared mind space. The splicer growled, a predator on a fraying leash. It growled in a strange machine cant. Its words were unknown, but the meaning was clear. First this, then you. Thematica turned the splicer loose. He watched its consciousness unwind like a twisting double helix of data. Beautiful in a way the noospheric renditions of Mars code never were. It closed the virtual distance to the Thunderhawk in the blink of an eye, and immediately enmeshed itself in the brutal consciousness of its machine spirit. Thematica felt a momentary pang of regret as he watched the icy claws of the splicer tear into the Thunderhawk's spirit. Tendrils of its cold consciousness burrowing into every facet of the gunship's being and co-opting them one by one. The red dart of the Sons of Horus craft wobbled in the air as US pilots fought the rebellion fermenting deep in its systems. Seeing the total devastation being wrought within, Cybernetica knew the enemy pilot had no chance whatsoever. The thunderhawk abruptly nosed over, rolling and diving straight into the ground. Cybernetica saw the dissolution of its machine spirit and offered a prayer to the Omnisire to forgive him for its murder. The splicer arced away from its kill, and even though he knew it was hopeless, Cybernetica fought to disengage himself from the shared mind space. It raced towards him, the predator unleashed, and his life is ended. Now, I'd compare this bit of technology to the Cybernetica cortex used by the mechanicus during the heresy. This will all be from Horus Heresy, Book 2. The Cybernetica cortex is a truly arcane device and a wonder of the mechanicum's arts, comprising the reasoned control center and animating machine spirit of a battle automata. Comprising a synthetic brain of sorts, it consists of an armoured casing containing a complex bioplastic mass which extrudes nerve-like grey tendrils into the body of the robotic frame into which it is housed, invigorating it with the strange false life. Far beyond a simple cogitator in capacity, it is neither truly alive nor sapient like the dread and inhuman silica animus feared of old. Instead, it is akin to a primal web of bellicose instinct, guided not by self-awareness and reason, but by a programmed framework of encoded behaviour, comprising simple extracting instructions and commands. The result is a superior self-guided weapon, a machine predator that will actively and instinctively pursue its foes as well as act with a degree of tactical sense and self-preservation beyond anything a servitor is capable of, but without the danger of revolt and the development of the blasphemous intelligence, or so the Legio Cybernetica claim. And there is another related device which comes under the same heading of the Legio Cybernetica war gear. It's called the Cortex Controller. This control and signalling device uses data Jin to command battle automata fitted with Cybernetica Cortex systems, allowing the wielder to witness the battlefield through the automata's own sensors, as well as monitoring their status and exact, precise control of their actions, just as that member of the Astartes seemed to do in the first excerpt. Only the most highly experienced and specially augmented adepts of the Mechanicum and the forged lords of the Legiones Astartes can hope to fathom the use of these fractious devices and successfully interpret the storm of data streaming from their unliving minions. So let me know if you think this lore in a comment down below, and if you like this video on 40k, then why not try this one, and if you like the Trinity Crusade, why not check out that playlist on my channel. I also have two 40k playlists. There's one focusing on all the videos I did on the Dark Age of technology. It's one of my favourite areas to look at. And then there's a big playlist with all the 40k stuff in there. And to be honest, I don't even know how many I recorded there, so you'll have to find that out for yourself.